Well, hello everybody. This is Dr. Dick from Columbus, Ohio, and you're listening to our CTFO Rock Star Team training for October the 6th, 2019. Hope all of you had a great week. It's raining here in Ohio, but the Buckeyes won last night, so all is well. For you new folks, CTFO is a nutritional products and wellness company. It was founded by these three people that you see on your screen if you're watching online. Steve and Stuart Finger, two brothers, and Michael Kahn. I have known Stuart and Michael for almost 10 years. Great people. I just actually met Steve in person recently. Another great guy. I know what these people have been through to get where they are. Trust me, they're the kind of people you want running the company that you're associated with. All three of them are paid as distributors, just like everybody else, just like you, just like me. They do not receive corporate bonuses or salaries. Well, let's look at our progress. This week we signed up 144 new members in the group. 18 of those joined for free by mail. Our 31-day team sales volume, $58,752. Our actual total sales in the 30 days in September, $57,629. Our weekly PSV, so far, the week isn't quite over yet, $15,113. That's a really good week. I want to get that number up to 25,000, but hey, I'll take 15, all right? Our total members, according to my back office, 32,264. Yes, I know a lot of people join and don't do anything. The company never kicks anybody out, so that number is artificially high compared to our sales. But hey, people go away and then they come back and then they buy something. You never know what people are going to do, okay? Our company is open to people, and they don't kick you out just because you don't buy something. I actually think that's probably a good thing. All right. Postal Profit System report, we sent out 36 info packs, 2 auto ship signups, 39 follow-up letters. We have another mass mailing that should hit probably this coming week. So the info packs will go up, and then of course the previous mass mailing is going to jack up the follow-up letter. So I'll be doing a lot of work this week on those things. We did have 2 auto ship signups for the Postal Profit System. Well, let me give you some weekly updates. First of all, why CTFO will go nuclear. That's the way George W. Bush used to say it. Being an old Air Force guy, I know how to pronounce nuclear. But anyway, we're going to go nuclear in November. The new pay plan that Stuart is going to reveal in Reno, and you need to be in Reno, okay? But Stuart's going to reveal the new pay plan on November the 8th, Friday night, is my understanding. And you can get there first. You can know about it first. There will be some things you need to do to be eligible for that pay plan enhancement. So you want to know about it as quick as you can, okay? But the enhancements to the pay plan are going to dramatically increase our sales. So they will help people qualify for rank. And they are going to add a lot of money to our commissions, those who are actually working this. Now, you know, if if you're just ordering product occasionally and you're not building, that's fine. You don't have to build a business, and you probably won't benefit a whole lot from the enhancement to the pay plan. You've got to be enrolling people and getting them buying products and stuff like that if you actually want to make money at this. Well, anyway, be ready for that because it's going to happen. Bad time to quit if you're even thinking about quitting. You want to hear what's going to happen in November. Well, I want to talk a little bit about collecting commissions. Because we promote in great measure by direct mail, we get a fair number of people who come in without an email address, and maybe they have one, don't want to give it to me, but mostly they will actually say on their postcard or on their postal profit system registration form, no email or no computer or something like that. Well, I want all of you to understand that the company does not pay by check. You must get online somehow, some way to collect your commissions. You must find a way to log into your back office and click on the little bag of money. That'll lead you to the GPG or Global Pay Gateway e-wallet. We do have people, I mean, even if you don't own a computer, you can go do that at any public library. Your commissions will stay there for 6 months. If you don't claim them after 6 months, they will go away. I guess they get dumped back into the company or something. I don't know what they do with them. So you do want to collect your commissions at least every month or two, even if they're small, okay? I have actually, I've got several people who tell me, well, they can't get to a library, they don't drive, or they live far away, or various things like that. And all I can tell you is, if you really want to make hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a week with our program, you got to find a way to do that. Okay, now it is the year 2019, okay, and in the year 2019, if you want to start and have a viable business, you need to be online, you need to have an email address, you need to have a phone with voicemail. Okay, those are just the minimum things you need to actually run a business. Now, I have a potential solution to people who can't get online, but I've got to get the company to agree to it. I'll try to talk to Michael Kahn when I'm in Reno about this, or bring it up at a leadership meeting or something, because I do feel for folks out there. A lot of them are older. As an old guy myself, I'm sympathetic. So I'd like to find a way you can get paid without having to become a computer geek like me, okay? But right now, what you got to do is log in, send those commissions to your bank account through GPG. Again, if you're not online and you have no computer, right now your only option is to go to your library. While you're at the library, by the way, and one of their helpful people can show you how to get a free email account at Yahoo or Gmail. Both of them offer free emails. That will allow you to get, not just to get my emails, but to get the company emails, to get notification when you have a sign up, and notification when you get paid, okay? If you have a smartphone, okay, You can get email on your smartphone. Most people these days, I don't even know if you can buy unsmartphones anymore. Maybe you can. But the point is, there are lots of ways you can do this if you want to, okay? If you just dig your heels in, I've had a couple of people say, I don't want to have to learn all that stuff. I don't want to have to go to the library. I don't have to learn how to use my smartphone. I have one, but I just use it to call people, okay? I don't want to set up my voicemail. Well, you know, what that is a bunch of negativity, and that's not going to help you build a business. If you signed up before in a different group, we run into this fairly often. Mostly we get people who try to sign up again and they're in our group. Okay, once again, the company never kicks you out, but they're pretty hard-nosed about you moving from one group to another, or moving from one sponsor to another. My understanding is that if you have been completely inactive for 6 months, that is, you bought no product, you've enrolled no people, you can cancel your earlier membership and sign up again under a different sponsor. However, you need to contact customer support about that. I can't help you. I don't want to appear to be trying to steal people from other groups. I don't need to steal people from other groups, and neither do you. Okay, if you signed up 2 years ago and never did anything, you want to opt out of that thing and sign up again in our group, that's fine with me, but you got to contact customer support. I don't claim I completely understand what all their policies are. We've had a couple people who say they won't let me do it unless I get released by my previous sponsor, and they're not responding to all the requests. I don't know what to do. Well, the only thing I can tell you is there are lots of ways to build your business. Anybody in any group in this company can build it. It's nice if you're in our group because you have some systems you can use, but there are systems you can use in other groups too. Find out what they are and use them. Okay, I think I'm going to have to make this a weekly feature of I Can't Help You If. All right, I can't help you this week. I can't help you if you don't read the material you're sent and follow the instructions. The Postal Profit System Starter Pack has in it what we call our phone book cash program. Sorry, allergies. Okay, sneeze away. Our phone, called the phone book cash system, and what it is just a copy of our invitation letter that you can copy. You can mail it to. We recommend that you mail it to local business owners who might be interested in a second income. Well, I had 2 people, not just one, 2, who took that letter, cut off the coupon at the end, and sent it to me with $5. And these are 2 people who are already in the program. The instructions in front of that letter are very, very clear. Okay, it doesn't tell you to cut off the coupon and send it in again if you've already done that. It tells you to copy the letter and send it to local business owners. I had another guy who said, I don't understand how everybody's selling CBD oil. What is your edge? Well, gosh, almost 2 pages or more of the Postal Profit System info pack talk about 10X Pure and why it does make us different, why it's patented, why it's exclusive to CTFO and nobody else has it. How did he miss that? I don't know. My guess is he did not read the material, okay? If you're not willing to read the material, I can't help you. Sorry, I don't mean to be negative on this phone call, but gosh, you got to read it. If you have trouble reading, get somebody to read it to you. All right. Moving right along, call reminders. CTFO corporate calls are at 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday and Thursday. The number to call, 319-527-9699. Those calls have been really good. I was a guest on the call last Tuesday, and we all talked about Reno and why people need to be there. And so I think you're going to hear more of that this Tuesday, but I'm not sure. I always try to listen in on the call because you never know what you're going to hear. Also, Mike Swilling's Legacy Team call is at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights. There was some problem with the call this past Thursday. I tried the online link and then I called this number, 319-527-2973, and I got in. And then it said the recording has started, but there was nothing but silence. I think maybe Mike accidentally muted out everybody, including himself. I don't know. Anyway, most of the time, if you call into Mike's call, Mike is the #1 distributor in our company. He is also my personal enroller and friend. If you want to promote this by word of mouth, okay, Mike is the guy to listen to. Well, how do you build a CTFO business? This is so dirt simple. The worst thing you can do is try to complicate it, okay? It's not complicated. 1, 2, 3, listen to me. #1, be an active member. Get on AutoShip for any $147 product and just stay on AutoShip. If you want to change it from time to time, that's fine. If you want to order additional products, you'll get them at the AutoShip price if you're on AutoShip. So there are a whole lot of reasons to be on AutoShip. It qualifies you for every part of the pay plan. #2, advertise your business and bring in new members. If you want to build a business, you got to bring in people, okay? And thirdly, you've got to make contact with those people, follow up with them. You can use one of several methods, but what you want to do is get them to do #1 and #2, okay? Now, you can try emailing them. I'll warn you, 90+% of emails go unopened and unanswered, all right? You can try and call them on the phone, but most people don't answer their phone anymore. There's so many spam calls. You'll get voicemail if you're lucky. They may not respond to that either because they don't know who you are. How do you let them know who you are? You send them one of our welcome letters, okay? The welcome letter tells them who you are, that you're their sponsor, gives them your contact information, your email, your phone number, your name, and once they get that letter, it encourages them to call you. But once they get the letter, you can call them and they may actually answer the phone or return your call because they now know who you are. 1, 2, 3. That's all you got to do. Be active, advertise, follow up. Rinse and repeat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 until you have it. It's like a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Dance the dance. Until you have at least 7 levels of active members, and then you'll be making boatloads of money, okay? Well, why do I use direct mail? Well, a person who doesn't especially like face-to-face recruiting. I have done some. Mostly it's people who ask me about CBD oil and heard I'm selling it, quote, how do you do that? How do I get some? That kind of thing. But primarily, I don't like to badger my friends and relatives into buying my product or joining my business. I find that to be a turnoff. Okay. I can tell you that my wife has been invited out to lunch multiple times by friends who suddenly pounce on her and try to get her into some kind of network marketing business. Not a good approach. Okay, there is a good face-to-face approach, but that's not it. Well, direct mail lets you and your entire team approach people you don't know. Okay, it approaches people who might actually be interested in starting a business. Your friends, your family may or may not be interested in starting a business. Okay. If you're going to approach them, you better find out if they're interested before you do that. Direct mail allows you to mail to mailing list of people who at least have raised their hand and said, I'm interested in a home-based business. Of course, you should always contact your warm market first, the people you do know or maybe have been in a similar business with before. You can enroll your family members, your spouse, your adult children, your mother, your father, your sisters and brothers, your cousins, your aunts and uncles. You can enroll all those people, okay? But once you do that, some of them will just be product buyers. Some of them will actually be interested in maybe building a business. And then you have a little team in place and you can expand to the cold market using direct mail. Number 3 reason, anybody can mail a letter or a postcard with 0 training, okay? Doesn't take some people manage to screw it up, but 99% of them can figure out how to put a label on and a stamp on a postcard, how to write their ID number or their username in the blank space. Most people can do that without a whole lot of trouble or training. So what does that mean? It means it's duplicatable, okay? A lot of these gurus, so-called gurus, say they can help you build a referral marketing business, but you've got to take their 6-week training course on how to make cold calls, how to approach people, how to train people, get them to buy the same course, I guess. That approach is fine. It works for some people, but it's not all that duplicatable. The simpler your system is, the more duplicatable it is, meaning anybody can do it, okay? Direct mail also builds on leverage. That means the work of other people. When you're mailing and you got people mailing with you, guess what? Your mail efforts get multiplied, and that's what you want. Well, direct mail works for everybody except who? Those who quit mailing, okay? It's a form of advertising, just like companies or restaurants that run an ad in the newspaper every week or put an insert in the newspaper every week or send you stuff in the mail. I keep getting those, I don't know if it's Walmart or who it is. I pull them out of the mailbox and they fall all over the porch. Annoying, I know, but people do that. They advertise every single week. You need to do the same thing. That's why you can't ever quit mailing. I say mail 100 cards a week for the rest of your life, and this will work for you, okay? You can also mail 500 letters a month for the rest of your life. That'll work too. Just keep mailing. Well, I do want to tell you a short story. Way back, I'm trying to remember when this was. It's 4 or 5 years ago. I was in the hospital. I'm saying must have been 2016 because it was another presidential election year, okay? And we're coming up on another one of those, and a lot of folks I've noticed on Facebook are, really going back and forth about this, that, and the other, and who's running and who should win and all of that. And this story will help explain to you why that's not the most important thing that's going to happen in your life. Of course, who our president is important, and all of you should vote for whoever you want to vote for. But when I was in the hospital, it was actually during the primary season, and I was in the hospital getting a series of tests because I had some kind of mystery viral illness, and the doctors couldn't figure out what it was. And I was having night sweats. I lost a bunch of weight and all kinds of things. They thought at first it might be Lyme disease, and they thought it might be something else. They couldn't figure out what it was, so they put me in the hospital for a whole week, and they did everything you can possibly do to me in terms of colonoscopies, echocardiogram for the heart. They took all kinds of, more than 100 blood tests. I mean, you name it, they did it, okay? Still couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. But anyway, during the time I was there, my wife would come to visit me, and we were watching the news on the TV in the room, and I don't know, there was wasn't a debate, there was some comment about one of the candidates, and we made a comment to each other about this particular person. I won't say who it was. I don't even remember who it was. And this lady, an older black lady who had been taking all my blood samples and bringing me food and all that kind of stuff, an orderly there in the OSU hospital, said to us, she said, none of those people are going to make a single difference in your life. The only person who can matter in your life is you. And so we started talking to her about her life and what all she'd been through. Found out she had, her husband, her late husband, had actually had kidney problems. He was on dialysis for like 15 years, and she had to take care of him all that time until he finally died. And we asked her, how are you able to go through all of that? How are you able to take care of your husband and do your job and all that kind of stuff when he was dying? And how are you able to do that? And she said, well, you just have to put one foot in front of the other and keep going. And I said later, in fact, I say in my book, it was like a message from God for me, because I realized that what I was going through and anything I ever might go through, that's the answer. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep going. That's what we all need to do. It's what you need to do if you want to build this business. Have a fantastic week, guys. Listen to the call on Tuesday night. Hope to see as many of you as possible in Reno. Dr. Dick, signing off.